Mayor of Chicago is Rahm Emanuel. He's one of several Democrat mayors of sanctuary cities who have pledged to protect criminal, illegal immigrants. He says his city will always remain a sanctuary city. Congressman Pete Roskam is with us. He's a Republican from Illinois, and his district is right next to Chicago. Congressman, welcome back to the program. Good to see you, sir.
Stuart, great to be with you. Thank you.
I can see the point coming where the feds will deny funds to Chicago because of what they're doing with sanctuary cities, whereupon the city of Chicago will come to you guys, the state of Illinois, for money. What are you going to do about this?
Well, look, I think there's a sense of clarity. If there's going to be an infrastructure program, it's pretty clear that President-elect Trump intends to make that contingent upon, different cities enforcing the law. And if the city of Chicago chooses not to, that would be unfortunate, and they'd take themselves out of consideration for those funds. So I think the disposition of the mayor might change if he realizes it's real money.
Now, that's the first concrete idea that I've heard about what leverage the feds actually have on sanctuary cities. Make it a test case. You don't get infrastructure money if you don't do this. First time I've heard that, it sounds very practical to me.
I think it makes a lot of sense.
Yep, it does. Now, you're on the Ways and Means Committee. Your committee is involved with the tax cut bill. How fast am I going to get my tax cut? That's what I want to know.
Look, for a long time, tax reform, fundamental tax reform has been sort of, we'll do it next year, we'll do it next year, and, in the years to come. There is a consensus that's developed now, and particularly with the election of Donald Trump, that says the tax code that we have is a disaster, it's not working. We've got to reform the IRS, who's lost the confidence of the American people, and we've got to create a system where companies stay here in the United States. So you're looking at a Ways and Means Committee, and I think a Senate Finance Committee, and a new administration that is looking to reform this tax code as soon as is practicable. And so you're seeing a lot of energy around this issue right now. Because, Stuart, there's nobody that's defending the status quo of the tax code. There's nobody that's out there that's saying the whole thing is great.
But to be clear, clarity, it will be a cut for the corporate tax rate and a cut for individuals, all wrapped up into one big bill. That's how it's going to be?
Absolutely. And look at how this is, because it's very important that we look at the premium that we need to observe about a simpler code. There's something like 9 or 10 different ways right now to save within the tax code for education and higher ed, for example. You and I could probably sit down and decide you need about 2 of them. You don't need 9 or 10. And there's so many other elements of the code that are just mind-numbingly complicated that I think most taxpayers are begging for mercy. And then we know the nature of the IRS over the past several years. The shine has come completely off of their penny. They used to have a reputation of being tough but fair, and now it's being perceived as malevolent and political.
Just backdate it to January the 1st, 2017. That's all we ask. Congressman Pete Roskam. Just for me. Thanks very much, Congressman. Great to have you on the show.
Thanks, Stuart.
Thank you, sir.